Shaboozey, you know you dead wrong for this, Shaboozey. Now Shaboozey, come on, gang. Shaboozey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know how I feel about this, gang.
One person that ever wore a dress in Hollywood unsuccessfully. That's how you understand what a ritual is.
So, Shaboozey showed up to the Met Gala looking like someone's stylish auntie with a budget, and the internet went off. Now we're not talking mild critique or side-eye here. We're talking full-blown, is this a Hollywood humiliation ritual? Meltdown. And guess who's back in the conversation? That's right, Katt Williams. Because once again, people are saying that man didn't lie when he said Hollywood makes its rising stars jump through the weirdest hoops to stay relevant, rich, or both.
You don't care how people feel about the ritual. It's about, does following the ritual work?
Let's break this down, because if you thought Shaboozey's turquoise fit was just a fashion choice, then you haven't been paying attention. The Met Gala is no stranger to chaos, but Shaboozey's outfit, it hit different. Full-cropped turquoise suit, pants that screamed TikTok thrift store chic, and a chest chain that looked more metaphorical than decorative. Some people said he ate, others said he got eaten by the industry. But the real drama started when fans clocked how visibly uncomfortable he looked during his hotel lobby interview. The poor guy couldn't even answer the "who are you wearing?" question. He stood there smiling, lips twitching, eyes darting like he had a handler off camera mouthing, "Don't say the wrong name."
Not Shaboozey. They didn't turn Shaboozey to Shabootay. In the video, when he posing taking pictures, you can literally tell that he's uncomfortable.
I'm feeling great, man.
What are you wearing? Who are you wearing?
Hey, Shaboozey. Mind stepping out here and turning this way?
And that's where Katt Williams comes in, because baby, he's been warning us about this kind of thing for years. We all remember the infamous black men in dresses talk. Katt wasn't the first to bring it up. Dave Chappelle started raising eyebrows when he called out how Hollywood kept trying to put every black male comedian in a dress for a laugh. And not just once. We're talking repeated, forced dress moments in movies, on SNL, in skits, even at award shows. Remember Dave's story about being handed a dress on set and the director basically trying to gaslight him into putting it on? Yeah, Dave said no. And suddenly, the entire scene was rewritten. 10 minutes later, which means they already had a plan B. The dress wasn't necessary, it was just expected.
Like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers gotta wear a dress. This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer, I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here.
Fast forward to Katt Williams taking it even deeper. He's been on multiple platforms saying it was never really about the dress. It's about obedience, symbolism, control. The dress is just the beginning. The real goal? Humiliation in exchange for elevation. Katt's words, not mine. So when Shaboozey steps out at the Met looking like a bad prom decision from 1987, folks weren't just confused, they were connecting dots. Because let's be real, a year ago, this man was making gritty cowboy music and looking like the poster boy for Southern masculinity. And now he's rocking a turquoise satin ensemble with rhinestone chains and please blink twice energy. 1 minute he's headlining country charts, next he's front row at a fashion circus looking like he wandered into the wrong fitting room. People online started asking the same question. Is this a style choice? Or is this the next stop on the humiliation ritual checklist? Now, before you roll your eyes, let's revisit what humiliation ritual even means. According to conspiracy circles, and honestly, some very observant fans, humiliation rituals are public spectacles designed to test a celeb's willingness to be controlled. Embarrassing outfits, viral scandals, strange behavior. All of it is part of a playbook that allegedly lets Hollywood elites know, yeah, I'll play the game. And the Met Gala? Oh honey, that's their Super Bowl. You've got men showing up in gowns, half-naked celebs posing in bird cages, and symbolism out the wazoo. Turquoise, for example, represents spiritual rebirth in certain occult circles. Don't believe me? Go look it up. And suddenly that awkward body language and overly tailored look on Shaboozey starts to feel less like fashion and more like a performance. Now, to be fair, some fans jumped to his defense. They said Shaboozey was following the theme, that he was highlighting a black designer, and that Met Gala fashion is supposed to push boundaries. And listen, all that could be true. But the second someone looks that uncomfortable while trying to explain what they're wearing, the vibe shifts. Katt Williams told us years ago that once you reach a certain level in Hollywood, they don't just want your talent. They want your submission, your silence, your willingness to do what's asked, no matter how ridiculous it is. Whether it's wearing a dress, participating in bizarre rituals, or letting people mock you in public without saying a word. And for the record, Katt has also dragged people like Kevin Hart into this mess. Remember when Kevin wore a dress on SNL? People clocked that moment real quick. Kevin brushed it off as comedy. But not long after, his career skyrocketed. Blockbusters, endorsements, arena tours. It was like Hollywood gave him the golden ticket right after he put on that dress. Now again, this isn't about fashion choices or gender expression. This is about pattern recognition. That's what Katt was trying to tell us. Don't look at the dress. Look at the fact that everyone who puts one on suddenly gets a big fat promotion. It's the reward after the ritual that people are clocking. Even Dave Chappelle said it. The moment you refuse, they try to rewrite you out of the narrative. And when you say yes, suddenly you're in everything. Shaboozey might have just said yes, and that's why the internet is on fire. But not everyone's sipping that Kool-Aid. Some folks think this is reaching. They say it's just a look. The Met Gala is extra, everyone dresses wild, men in suits are boring. Let the boy cook. And you know what? Maybe they're right. Maybe Shaboozey genuinely loved that look and just had a little stage fright. Maybe the symbolism is just us projecting. Maybe it's nothing. Or maybe it's exactly what Katt said it is. Another ritual, another box checked, another rising star proving that he'll play the game if they tell him to. That he'll wear what they say, pose how they say, and keep smiling no matter how awkward it feels. Because at the end of the day, as Katt put it, the ritual ain't about how it looks. It's about if it works. And the people pulling the strings, they're not concerned about our opinions. They care about control. So now the real question is, was this just fashion gone wrong, or a carefully staged test of loyalty? Is Shaboozey about to blow up bigger than ever because he followed orders? Or are we just stuck in a never-ending loop of tinfoil hat theories and overanalyzed red carpet photos? Whatever the case may be, the internet is watching. And if his next album magically gets Grammy nods and 1 billion streams, don't act surprised. Because in Hollywood, nothing is ever just a coincidence. Now, I want to know what y'all think. Was this just a fashion flop, or is there really something deeper going on here? Is Katt Williams reaching or exposing the industry one Met Gala at a time? Sound off in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe to our channel because this conversation, oh, it's far from over.